Hi guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a heart lace braid. This braid is a really nice braid. It's where lace braid is where we only take from one side when we're like the same sort of principle as doing a duchy, so we're only taking from the left or the right. And I'm going to show you my method that I think is the easiest way of doing one. Okay, so I've just parted the hair from the centre of the head down to almost the crown, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pintail of my comb to draw myself a little heart shape, okay? And you want to just use that just like a pencil, just drawing it out, okay? And then just comb the hair away from the shape that you've drawn, so you can kind of get an idea of where it is, making sure that you only grab what you actually need for your shape. Okay, so once you've done one side and you're happy with the shape that you're making, you can just hold on to this side of the hair and just clip that side out of the way, because we know that we've done this side here, and then we've got to do the same thing on the other side. So if I'm saying that this is like half the heart that I'm holding, I've now got to draw out the other side. So you can always fiddle with it afterwards and make sure that it's they're both even on both sides. So just roughly get your shape to start with, because then you've got something to follow when you're braiding, which is a lot easier than trying to wing it without. Okay, so I've got my heart shape on both sides. You can see that they're a mirror image of each side with that little indentation here for the middle of the heart. Now I'm just going to make sure that that is actually quite deep, because then you don't, because you start off in this area, you want to make sure you can see that heart shape. So I'm just going to take out a few hairs just from that middle section, just so that I can see where I'm going to start. I've got some hair to join it with. Okay, so if you can see there, I've now got this starting point down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the rest of this hair that I've created the heart shape around just in a hairband for now, just to keep it out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is work out what sections I'm going to use actually in my lace braid, and then tie the rest of the hair up out of the way. Okay, so I've got my heart shape, okay, and then I've got all the rest of this hair. So you know you've got your parting down the middle, so now I'm going to take my hair that I'm actually going to use, and I'm only going to go to the literally the top of the ear, the hair at the top of the ear, and the rest of it I'm just going to comb down, because we're going to pin that up out of the way. So I don't want too much hair here, and the reason is that if we have too much, then we haven't got much left afterwards when you take the rest of it down. So I'm just going to make sure I've literally just got that bit for above the ear to work with. Right, so I'm happy with that now on this side, so I'm just going to section that up out of the way, and then we're going to go straight over to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so I'm just going to brush this hair out, make sure it hasn't got any tangles in it, and then again I'm going to find that top of the ear. I'm just going to go over and then grab my section. Okay, and then you want to make sure that you've grabbed the same amount from both sides of the head. So just go back and make sure that what you've grabbed looks very like symmetrical, so that you don't end up with one side with a lot more hair than the other. So I'm quite happy with that. So again, I'm just going to add a sectioning clip and have that in there, and then the rest of this hair down here, I'm just going to fasten that to the heart shapes that we made in the beginning. So I've got my hairband here, I'm just going to add it in on here. Okay, and then we're nearly ready to start. So I'm just going to take both sides of the hair down for a second, because I just want to make sure that that point section where I just added some extra hair is even, okay, so that I've got the same amount of hair both sides. Okay, so I'm going to start on the left, so I'm just going to put a sectioning clip in this right hand side just to keep it up out of the way. Okay, now then, this braid, okay, it's a really good idea when you're doing it on whoever you're doing it on, to start with them facing you, because then you can get a really good like angle of starting your braid, because first of all it's going to come towards the head, but you're going to curve it, okay, and then you're going to start following the line around so you get them to turn to the side, and then you're going to end up so that you braid sort of parallel to the ear, and that's what's going to form this side. So I've got my tiny section of hair, and it really does only need to be a very small bit, and then I'm going to split it into 3 pieces to start, okay, and I'm only going to be adding hair from this left hand side, okay, I'm not adding from the right, just the left. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking the right under, then the left under, right under, and then the left under, and on this go I'm just going to use my comb. You can also use your fingers if you want to, but I'm just going to try and get an accurate piece of hair. So I've just added into that middle strand, so now I'm going right under, but I'm not adding hair, left under, adding some hair. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing that all the way round, following that arc of the heart that we drew, so that you can make the right shape. So you can see now that I've done half of my heart shape, so it's followed the curve all the way down, and I've been adding from the part line all the way across till I get to the front of the head, and then you kind of work your way back until you're literally adding in a straight line over the top of the ear. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing now on this side. Always when you're braiding, you always want to go past the area that you want to tie the band, so it doesn't matter if you've gone a few stitches over, because you can undo those, but you don't ever want to go too short. So I always try and go, so I was aiming for the middle of the head, so I just went a few stitches over, okay, and then I'm going to grab that other braid and bring them together in the middle, take out that hair section clip, and then swap it for a hairband, just trying to rummage around finding the right sort of hairband. Okay, so I've got my hairband, and I want it to be right in the middle so that you can see both sides of the heart, and it's nice and equal. So I'm just going to add that hairband in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So once you've had your hairband in, you see these extra stitches that we did, you can just undo those and then tighten it up. Okay, and then you can remove the hairbands that we put in at the beginning to keep the hair out of the way. Okay, give those a quick brush, and then it's really nice if you do something like add a little clip, or like you could wrap the band, you know, there are loads of options, but it's just a really nice pretty style. So do have a go, and do let me know if you found this tutorial helpful, because I'd love to know. Thanks for watching.